Hey guys, it's Tommy here. I want to show you very fast. I was able to generate over $3 million now by selling ebooks that I don't write, okay? So I know that sounds even a little bit strange to say it, but really that's what it is. I'm not an author. I've never written a book in my life, not even that close, but I'm still able to generate millions of dollars because we have a system that we leverage since 2019 to don't write books, of course, to leverage systems or other people to write books. And then, of course, we make all the money, right? We keep 100% of the royalties.
Yeah, but first of all, let me directly go in one of our most recent results that we generated with one book. So as you can see, we generate over $125,000 in, really less than 3 months and a half with just one book published. So let you understand even a little bit the potential that the book can have if done in the right way. In just a second, I'm going to show you what I mean by done in the right way, right? And to actually prove to you that it's not a fake dashboard or something like that, let me guide you through the dashboard inside so you can see that I can refresh this. So as you can see, I have to obscure the lower part because otherwise you can see the title and the topic of the book. But yeah, as you can see, over $125,000. And then if we refresh to 90 days, you can see that we generated $109,000 precisely in 90 days, so 3 months. That's why we generate $125,000, I would say, in 90 days and a half. But yeah, let me guide you straight away on the steps you need to take in order to start making the first income as well with books, right? And the overall process is very simple. More simple than probably you may think, because people think that books are complicated or it takes like years to write, but because you have the concept of a very old way to publish books. Right now, books are another media exactly like YouTube, exactly like a podcast. But of course, you are going to deliver a book to people that actually want to solve a problem, okay? So the steps you need to take, first of all, is to find a profitable book topic that we know is going to be profitable so that people want for real. The cool thing about this is that, of course, I'm going to show you everything and how to potentially find it very quickly. In just 5 days, you can find a topic that we know can generate income, right? And then, of course, in the next step is the book creation, where basically once we find a topic, we want to create the book with the lowest amount of time and money or energy invested, right? Potentially can even create the book for free. I'm going to show you why I say that, right? And of course, after the publication, there is the start selling part. Of course, we are going to upload the book on Amazon, and I'm going to show you exactly the platform, what it is, and of course, how to do the stuff. And then, the heavily scaled part. So how we can even scale this thing past to $100,000, $200,000, even 1 million per year potentially, right? There is really no limits on what you can do with this business. But I want to show you right now, which is probably one of the questions you may have, like how the hell you're selling books? I mean, where come from the idea of selling books? Because probably, as you notice, it's not that I would say common or that popular to sell books. A lot of people sell, I don't know, e-commerce products. A lot of people go on selling info products. A lot of people do affiliate marketing, FBA, but I never heard about selling books. And guys, to let you understand how we think, is that we want to take decision based on data and not based on what other YouTubers are saying or emotions, right? So mainly we choose books because if we are going to take the 3 most, and these are I take this data directly from ChatGPT, but you can find this in any statistics data. So if right now we take the most 3 famous by global spending sectors that basically us like human beings, we spend the most amount of money, are literally 3. So the first one is the healthcare, of course, that we use this kind of money to heal each other and take medicines and stuff like that. So the healthcare is $8 trillion. So we spend the most amount of money in this specific sector. The third one is the military one. So we spend every year $2 trillion. And the education sector, that's exactly the niche of the books, right? We sell, because of course we are going to educate people with some information that I'm going to show you in just a second, which type of information it is. But so we're not making a decision based on what other people are doing. So again, beauty products or e-commerce or physical products, but exactly in education where we know people spend the most amount of money. So book is the perfect education product that people want to buy in 2025. And I'm going to show you why is that, okay? So, and maybe it's one of the main reasons why the Uncle Jeff Bezos, I like to call it like that because we get paid directly from Amazon. So Bezos chose exactly books because he knew about the power of books and the power of that people wanted to get educated through books thanks to online, right? And yeah, of course, this was Bezos back in 1994, and this is Bezos right now, much more richer, of course. And yeah, but even these texts over here, books people want to read, is kind of our company model, let's say, because we know how much is important to understand what people want to read, and it's actually even very, very simple to understand what people want to read, right? And I'm gonna show you again why. And then, of course, Amazon is controlling over 40% of every print sale. So if probably right now in your house you have a book, there is 40% probability that Amazon printed that book. Same thing for the ebook sales. So Amazon is responsible for 67% of all the ebook sales and 63% of all the audiobook sales. So if you ask me right now, okay, tell me why you're choosing Amazon and not Shopify or TikTok, this is the reason why we're selling books on Amazon, right? And to give you an understanding of the difference in competition and how much room of improvement there can be in this business and why you're not late at the party, but it's just the beginning. To let you understand, there is 300 million physical products sold on Amazon, while there is only 50 million books that are ready for sale, right? So there is literally 6 times less competition. That's why we just need to position ourselves in a way where we can understand that we can publish a profitable book topic, and then of course create this book and give it to people for consumption, okay? And then this is finally the platform that we use. This, guys, is the legendary platform because this is an Amazon company, by the way. The name is Kindle Direct Publishing. This is the domain, kdp.amazon.com. And basically here is where you are going to upload your book for free. So it doesn't matter where you come from. You can upload the book here for free once, of course, you create it. So you can get directly paid by Amazon. And yeah, to let you understand the miracle of this platform is that doesn't matter your book, right? So let's say that you write a book about, I don't know, how to pick up girls. It's just an example. Or how to get rid of wrinkles, or how to become a much better investor. The cool thing is that you don't have to do anything in terms of shipping the books, in terms of customer support, in terms of delivery of the book, in terms of refunds even to manage. You don't have to do that because Amazon is gonna do everything for you. And you don't need to pay anything upfront. So you don't need to send all the physical copies because, of course, it's not only the Kindle version, the ebooks or the audiobook, but also the physical version. So I mean the paperback version, which is the one that you can flex. You can flex the book cover, or the hardcover as well. So if the products arrive to the door of your clients and the product is damaged or is not what they expect or whatever, Amazon is going to manage everything. And that's why we are so big in publishing also other formats apart from just the Kindle and the ebook, is that you have even more chance of selling your products. Because, for example, me, I love to read audiobooks and Kindles, but I literally hate to read paperbacks and hardcovers, so the physical version. But just because I know that I travel a lot, I don't want to bring 5, 6, 7 books in my luggage or in my backpack, but I just need, this is me, by the way, in Kuala Lumpur that I was reading. I was reading this book over here. And yeah, basically in this little thing, I can have all the titles I want. And that's why a lot of people, love to read ebooks as well, right? And this is just an example of the kind of payments you can receive directly from Amazon. So the cool thing is that this is, by the way, in a day. So you can see that this is was an expense, so I delete this. But then you can see that you directly receive money, not only from Amazon.com, but also all the nations. For example, there is Italy, there is Germany, there is Canada over here. There is Europe, so there is also the responsible part of all the Europe. But yeah, it really depends where your book is available. And in general, thanks to our system, you're able to put their books all over the world and make money every single month, okay? And yeah, as you can see, this is the type of notification arrives where you get paid because you get paid and you receive a notification for any different for different markets. And this is another example of another payday. Look at this. In the same minute, you can receive thousands and thousands of dollars. If I'm not wrong, this is a total of 15K or something like that. Yeah, I remember this screenshot that we took. So yeah, but now let me go straight away and tell you what are also the genre of books that we sell, because of course there is a lot of type of books, right? For example, in this case, I put for you 3 different type of books that exist basically in the market, but we're going to sell only one type of books. I'm going to show you exactly what it is. So first of all, what we are not going to do, we're not going to publish journals or planners or coloring books. For example, there are books that mainly inside there is almost anything, in the sense that they are called technically low content books. And basically, of course, this one, the majority of the page will be blanks. In this case, will be planners. So it's basically a copy and paste of all the pages, right? And the reason why we don't want really go there, first of all, is for the pricing, because of course we can only price our books between $4 and $12, right? And yeah, we cannot make much profits from it, right? Even if we sell a book, for example, we make $1 or $2, $3. I mean, that's not good, right? And also because other people, much more people are going here because it's much more simple. So what we do is that we're going to produce a much better quality book, right? Even in terms of creation of the book, because there is much less competition compared to the masses that everybody want to do simple stuff and go in the market and then, yeah, let's publish something just because it's free, right? But the problem is that there is a lot of competition and, yeah, no much profits from it, right? And yeah, another things that we don't want to do is that we don't want to go on keywords that, for example, are fiction books. When I say keywords, I refer to topics, okay? We don't want to go on fiction books where basically you have to be, or someone famous, because in general, if you read a fiction, it's because someone is very, very famous, right? Or you're following a story, so you need basically 4 or 5 manuscripts in order to raise the average customer value of the client. So that's why we want to stay away from this. And also you cannot price much higher these books as well. Even, I would say, you can find fiction books that are doing very, very well just because they are free, and then they monetize in other ways, for example, right? But yeah, we want to stay away from fiction books. What we do instead is to go directly in non-fiction books. So non-fiction books are books that solve a specific problem that the customer have. For example, in your case, you want to understand how to make more cash online, more wealth, and how to be a better investor, a better person when it comes to money, and then you're watching this video. Same thing if I'm a person that I want to have a plant-based diet, I go on Amazon and see a cookbook that probably can have the best recipes with the most healthy and most beautiful foods, right? And same thing for how to be a better investor in this case. As you can see, this is a very good cover. Or how to do origami. I mean, you can do a lot of stuff with non-fiction books. It could be also to be a better father or to be a better mother. So the cool thing is that we can price the book up much higher because we solve a specific problem that the market has, like very, very niche down, right? And yeah, we can even charge $35, $40, even $100 sometimes with a book. But this is a pretty good average that we can have in order to start making a lot of profits for each copy sold, right? And yeah, again, the non-fiction books solve a specific problem. So what we do is that we give a book to the customers. Of course, we are the publisher of the book, right? And what we want to do is that our book have to, in the eyes of the client, have to be the perfect instrument for their dream outcome. So your book is not just a book, but it's also a way to offer a solution to a client. That's why we have to be very, very good in the title and also in the book cover of the book to make it very, very clear what is the goal, right? And of course, you'd be completely astonished to understand how many books there are on Amazon right now that are making literally hundreds of thousands of dollars per year, right? And I'm gonna show you some example over here. Look at this. There is a book about soap making, Mediterranean diet, investing for kids, canning and preserving, complete piano, how to play piano, $5,000 per month. This one, $26,000 per month. Another cookbook over here, another cookbook, $1,500. Guitar exercises, $14,000 per month from this version of the book. And of course, you know that there is also the paperback, the ebook, the audiobook. So these are mainly from specific version of the book. Can you imagine what you can do also with other versions? But I'm going to show you in just a second directly on Amazon how you can check that by yourself as well. And yes, soccer for kids. Even ChatGPT, look at this. This book has been completely amazing. I even published a tweet a long time ago that I was saying to everybody that ChatGPT was exploding as a topic. It was not that famous, ChatGPT, in 2023 or beginning 2024. And yeah, this guy literally made, I don't want to say millions of dollars, but for sure, like almost $500,000 with this book over here, okay? And yeah, even books about how to use Excel. So literally the topic you can publish in are literally infinite. And potentially even in topics that you may be passionate about or probably even good at, right? So that's why it's very simple. And then of course here I put the type of clients that in my opinion there are on Amazon. In general, the majority of the people are between 35 and 65 years old. They're not really teenagers or like 17 years olds buying book on Amazon, right? And then these are the most famous niches that you can publish your own books. But of course, you're going to see that there is a lot of more niches that you can publish right away. And yeah, but I want to stress one simple concept, guys, because I'm making this video. Of course, I'm gonna go much more in depth in let you understand how everything works. But I want to show you a very simple concept that nobody understood yet about online businesses. Because it's very easy to jump on an online business that is very difficult, like the majority of right now they're proposing. And of course, I don't really care about what other people are doing. The only thing that I'm saying this to you is because I've tried and failed and lost a lot of money in many businesses. This one is basically a no-brainer for me when it comes to choosing the right business, because basically with the lowest amount of time, energy, and money invested, because of course, let me get this straight, to create a book like this, you don't have to be a millionaire or having hundreds of thousands of dollars or thousands of dollars even in the bank, right? Everybody knows that information is much more easy to access compared to creating a physical product or create a very complex service. So the only thing we have to do here is make sure that we choose a profitable book topic, and then of course write the book. That of course you have different choices even to write the book, right? You can directly even hire freelancers, very cheap freelancers that can produce the book for you for literally, I don't want to say couple hundreds of dollars, but if you, for example, invest $1,000, even $2,000 to create a book, and you make back $27,000 each month, then you understand that there is a discrepancy of risk over here, right? And that's exactly our decision. So we go in a niche that we know very well, like books, that very few people understand how to do that correctly. And then that's how we bank a lot, right? And I'm going to show you some stuff that, by the way, you can directly get more clear on Amazon. But to show you why we are so lean on Amazon and on books, of course, to show you the differences and why we create this graph for you is that to let you understand the perfect sweet spot that books are right now. Because, for example, if you take the first online businesses that you probably know of, right? E-commerce, affiliate marketing agencies, info products. Here you need a lot of time and a lot of skills to make happen. For example, you first $1,000 per month or $2,000, $3,000 per month, especially right now if you are working, if you have a 9 to 5, if you're getting paid very well, or even if you have a business. You cannot really create an e-commerce affiliate marketing agency business because it requires so much time and energy. And probably if you already, let's say, consider this business model, you know that, right? And others, on the other hand, for example, for the traditional passive income stream, there is index funds, you know that, there is dividend investing, there is real estate, there is stocks, there is music royalties. Of course, in this part of the traditional passive income stream, you have to have a lot of money in order to generate, for example, an extra $100,000 per year, let's say, right? And for example, you need $1 million invested in S&P 500 to generate 7-10% of your money back at the end of the year. So the question is, you have $1 million to generate $100,000 per year, or you want to consider books, a digital asset like book that can potentially generate much more profits in the shortest amount of time that I've ever seen when it comes to online. And to prove immediately my point, I want to show you a book that we published over 3 years ago, right? And after 3 years, still generating $24,000 just because the book is profitable, just because people want the book, just because people love the book, right? And there is even much competition in the keyword, in the topic. So in this case specifically, imagine making $24,000 after you invested years ago, one time. That's the beauty of having something in the market that is there for you, right? And now if I go on Amazon, I want to show you my raw version of me going on Amazon and see what is profitable, what is not profitable, so you can actually do the same. When you go on Amazon.com, make sure to go on books, because of course on Amazon there is millions of categories that you can shop with. And yeah, of course, don't mind this Chrome extension that it appears. You see probably nothing in Amazon, and you just need to type a topic. Let's say that I type, for example, Mediterranean diet cookbook, right? It's just an example of a topic, but you can try to see some of the topics that maybe you're passionate about, you really like, and to see if it's profitable, right? So you're gonna see that once you type on the topic, you see different books, right, in the Amazon page. As you can see, I see this amount of money that the book is making. So there is a Chrome extension that it's telling me how much money per day it's making. As you can see, look at this, $1,600 in a single day, only from the paperback version, as you can see over here, right? So, and also this book is making money from the Kindle version. This guy is completely crazy because doesn't have the hardcover version, so he's losing even a lot of money. So let you understand how even one book can generate thousands of dollars per day, right? And of course, there are even books that, if it's not generating 1,000 per day, but it's generating only, let's say, $80 per day. I mean, we are talking about an entire salary just because you have a book done in the right way, right? Then, of course, once you are here and you're making your searches, make sure to always understand which type of book it is, because sometimes, for example, there is, even in this case, you see there is this girl that probably is an influencer, right? And you can understand that because probably there is a person there, or yeah, more clearly you can understand that if you click on the book, and you see that here on the bottom of the page, you see that, for example, this one is independently published. So we are sure that is a publisher like you and me that don't have experience in the topic, but still can make a lot of money by publishing, and because he know that the topic is profitable, and he delegate the production, basically, right? And yeah, also from the reviews, doesn't have much reviews, doesn't have like 5,000, 10,000 reviews. So probably is a publisher like you and me. So probably this one is a very good thing if you want to consider to publish a book, right? Again, I'm not saying that it's profitable. I'm not saying that you have to publish here. But yeah, it's just an example, right? Or in this case, for example, if I click in this book, you see that probably, first of all, it's a pre-order. Yeah, it's a pre-order. Is a bad example. Let me show you another one. Let me take, for example, this one, right? It's making $800 per day, by the way. And as you can see, it's 3,000 reviews. So it's probably a guru. Probably is a person that really exists. If you type this on Google, sorry, you cannot see that. If we type this name on Google, probably is a person that exists, is very famous. And then also, if we scroll down, we can see that is a publisher, in the sense that someone that have a publishing house make a contract with her and they publish the book together, right? It's not like an independently published and a person that just opened a KDP account and can publish a book, okay? And yeah, guys, I'm sure you got a lot of value from this. Make sure to check the link in the description to see how many other people we are helping every day making profits with this business model. And if you want to do the same, you can join our community right away and start making business, or we can jump in a call together with me or a member of my team to start the strategy together. So how to choose a profitable book topic right away, and how to actually create the book fast to go in the market as soon as possible. You're gonna see that it's faster than you think. So guys, see you in the next one.